Hey, it's Derek Allen. Welcome to Burnt Fat. Today I'm going to give you my top 5 picks for small kitchen appliances. You know, I don't want to sound like a coffee snob, but when it comes to coffee, I kind of have to agree with them. That fresh ground coffee just beats the pre-ground stuff hands down. Flavor, intensity, and you know what? Same thing applies to spices. These pre-ground spices, not so much. The way to solve that actually is to get a coffee grinder for spices only. So now you have your very own spice grinder. You don't want to mix the two up, trust me. Basically all you do, whole black peppercorns, allspice berries. You want to do a spice blend, just put them all in here, top goes on, grind them up, you've got a spice blend. To clean up, all you have to do is just dump it out, take a damp paper towel, wipe it down, you're good to go. You know, some of my favorite comfort foods, from pot roast to osso buco, they employ that low and slow cooking process. The only problem is, if you do that on the stovetop or in the oven, there is so much babysitting involved. That's why I love this guy, the crock pot or the slow cooker. This thing is great. You just throw all of your ingredients in, the proteins, the vegetables, the juices, turn this guy on, and you're good to go. It's safe, you can leave the house, go to the movies, and when you come home, dinner is served. It's awesome. When I very first started culinary school, they introduced everything to us the hard way. We had to slice by hand, grate by hand, chop by hand, homemade mayonnaise by hand, everything by hand, and I had the blisters to prove it. So that's why when they introduced us to this thing, the food processor, it was just like, oh, thank God, this thing is awesome. It does all that and so much more. It's so versatile, blister-free and sweat-free. You have to get one. As you get more adventurous in the kitchen, you're gonna find some recipes that are just more labor intensive, to the point where you wish you had an extra set of hands. The standing mixer is 450 plus watts of sheer power at your disposal. This extra set of hands will whip cream, cream butter, knead dough, and you wanna talk about a transformer. The attachments available for this guy will grind meat, roll out homemade pasta, stuff sausage, all for you. This guy is well worth the investment. I love Haagen-Dazs. Their ice creams, their sorbets, they are so good. And actually, there's really only one thing that I found that I like better: my ice creams and my sorbets. And for that, I need an ice cream maker. This thing is fantastic. And the best part is, you're not restricted by what you find at the grocery store that day. You have total control over how creamy this is. You can make it as sweet as you want. You can add whatever ingredients you want to your ice cream or sorbet. And I gotta tell you, nothing really impresses more when you're having a dinner party than to be able to say, for dessert, my homemade ice cream. Come on. Today I'm gonna give you my piapa. Okay? Awesome. Yeah, I just lost it there, but.
Yeah. Right, I want it.
Ready?